Amanda, I want to play a game.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be a horror movie watch list for the summer. My original plan was to upload my review of Pretty Little Liars Summer School, but because it's a series and this season had a lot of details that I wanted to really think and also dig about, I decided to take a couple days to really think I don't want to leave anything behind. There are a lot of things I want to talk about, so that's why my review will be coming in a couple days. So today I decided to just do a quick list of horror movies that are perfect in my opinion to watch during the summer. Of course, you can watch these films whenever you want throughout the year, but if you're looking for something that is more fitting to the season, then here you have my top 10 horror movies for the summer. I'm going to start right away with one I do believe is a classic, and I do not care if some people do not believe that it's horror. For me it is, and it's Jaws. Now this follows when a killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community of Cape Cod. It's up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old surfer to hunt the beast down. This is an ultimate cinema classic. It's, in my opinion, one of those films that you need to watch at least once in your life. And I do know that for some people this is not horror, and maybe it's not, but it definitely has horror elements, and I love this movie way too much, and for me it's perfect for summer, so that's why it's on the top of my list. Second one is Piranha from 1978. This one follows when flesh-eating piranhas are accidentally released into a summer resort's river. The guests become their next meal. This is another classic. This one has a remake, but being completely honest, I do not like it. I prefer way more this one. If you have never watched this, it may be a little bit disgusting, and it's like creepy as hell, the fact that those fish are eating people alive and they are very disgusting. Still a good movie, so if you have never watched it, give it a chance. Trust me, it's better than the remake, that's for sure. Next one is Tourist Trap. This one follows a group of young friends that are stranded on a secluded roadside museum, and they are stalked by a masked assailant who uses his telekinetic powers to control the attraction's mannequins. Summer equals vacation and tourists, so this is why this one is on the list. Of course, there are way more movies that are about vacation. We have Cabin Fever, we have Cabin in the Woods, we have Evil Dead. All those three are in cabins. You get the point. We also have Turistas, we have Ice, we have the remake and original. So if you're looking for something more than this, by the way, I have a Letterboxd list, leaving the link down below, but you get my point. For me, vacations equals summer, so this is why for me Tourist Trap has to be on the list. The next one is my favorite and a summer classic, and it's Friday the 13th from the 1980. This one follows a group of teenage camp counselors that attempt to reopen an abandoned summer camp with a tragic past, but they are stalked by a mysterious, relentless killer. This is an ultimate summer horror classic. I know that for some people the reboot is better. That is not my case, but not because I am a hater, and it's because this film means a lot to me. So I cannot bring myself to like the reboot better, but have been thinking for a while to rewatch it because I haven't done it in a while, and maybe do a compare of the original versus the reboot. You know, if you were interested in hearing my thoughts in rewatching it, maybe I will end up liking a little bit more. Not more than the original, that's for sure, but maybe a little bit more. The next one is a Sleepaway Camp. This one follows bunks and showers are a mad stabbers beat at a summer camp strictly for teens. Of course, after the success of Friday the 13th, it's more than obvious that a lot of films around summer camps were going to be released. Sleepaway Camp has one of those endings that, goddamn, to this day it still works, and it's so damn shocking. It's indeed a pretty good ending, so if you have never watched it and you don't know the plot twist and the ending, go and do it. Do not search. Go blind. Trust me, maybe you will not like the film, but trust me, the ending is worth it. Trust me on that. Next one is one of my favorites and another classic, and it's The Lost Boys. This one follows after moving to a new town. Two brothers discover that the area is heaven for vampires. This is indeed Another classic for me. I really like this one. This is actually one of my favorite vampire movies in general. Very, very good. For me, it's Summer. I watch this one all year round, but if you ask me for vampire summer, it's indeed The Lost Boys. A summer classic, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now this one follows four young friends that are bound by a tragic accident are reunited when they find themselves being stalked by a hook-wielding maniac in their small seaside town. The title says it all. I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is in one of my favorite 19 slashers. If you have never watched it, I don't know what you're waiting. It's very good, has a pretty good chasing scene. Definitely worth watching. The next one is one of my favorite early 2000s films and it's Wolf Creek. This one follows three backpackers stranded in the Australian outback are plunged inside a hellish nightmare of insufferable torture by a sadistic psychopathic local. This film surprised me a lot by the ending because I wasn't expecting for the character that survived. I actually thought that it was going to be another one, but the film is very good. It's creepy as hell. It has a part 2 and it even has a series that sadly I was never able to finish because I remember that I saw it on Facebook back when you could upload episodes on Facebook before copyright, and I remember that I was watching it and they deleted all the episodes. I mean, that happens, so I wasn't able to get until the ending, and if I am not mistaken, it had a second season. I am not sure, but ever since I haven't been able to find the series to watch it, but I would really like to know what happened at the ending, so I just crossed my fingers that one day I will be able to. The next one is The Summer of '84. Now this one follows after suspecting that the police of his neighbors is a serial killer, a group of teenage friends spend their summer spying on him and gathering evidence, but as they get closer to discovering the truth, things get dangerous. This is the typical modern horror that wants to take place in the 80s. Definitely the film is not the best one, but I do definitely believe that it deserves the chance. I know that there's people that love this. I know that there's people that doesn't. In my personal opinion, I do not feel that the film is a masterpiece, but I do appreciate the effort and I didn't have a bad time. So that's why I am including it. In case that you have never watched it, this is one of the most recent I have watched because once again, this is from 2018. So I didn't saw it until like maybe 2021, almost 2022, because I found out about it. I kind of feel that it went under the radar. So if you have never heard of it, now you have a new one. I'm ending the list with Midsummer. This one follows a couple that travels to Northern Europe to visit a rural hometown's fabled Swedish Midsummer festival. What begins as an idyllic retreat quickly develops in an increasingly violent and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult. This film blew my mind. I watched it expecting nothing of it, being completely honest. I watched this one during the quarantine because by that time I haven't watched either Hereditary or Midsommar, so I watched them back to back. I ended up liking Midsommar way more than Hereditary. That's probably one of my most unpopular opinions, and it's the fact that I do prefer Midsommar over Hereditary. I didn't even like Hereditary to start. I don't get the hype. Of course, Toni Collette is amazing. Yes, the scene of the head is shocking, but for me, the film, I never understood the hype. While on Midsommar, it blew my mind. I enjoyed it a lot. I have rewatched it a lot ever since I saw it, and it's for me one of those perfect summer movies, especially now in modern, because you probably realize that the majority of the films in this list are pretty old. Because for me, I don't know why, it's harder to find modern horror about summer. Of course, they are out there. Like I said, I have a longer list on my Letterboxd profile. But when it comes to those I really want to pick and enjoy during this specific time, it's a little bit harder to find modern. But when it comes to Midsommar, this is on the top of the list. With this, I end the list. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below which one is your ultimate horror summer movie. This is the list for me. All of them, I love them with all my heart. For me, they are the perfect horror summer movies. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Game over.